keeping in tune with like space and aliens and stuff. Um, I don't know. I think somebody had told me about this, so uh, I didn't know there was a such thing as a white hole. Everybody knows what a dark hole is. It's a or a black hole. Excuse me. A black hole is a thing in space. Let me just read this article. Few things are as terrifying as a black hole. They gobble up everything, including massive stars, dust, errant spaceships. Their appetite is so insatiable that they also swallow light. However, the opposite of black holes exists. They are no less terrifying. These massive objects, called white holes, and their discovery has set off excitement in the astronomical community. What are white holes and how do they come about? Can they affect you as a person? Join us as we dive into how scientists' first discovery of white holes changes everything. You don't want to get too close to a black hole because you will end up in its belly. The most common black holes, the stellar black holes, are formed when the center of a very massive star collapses in upon itself. This collapse also causes a supernova or an exploding star that blasts part of the star into space. Scientists believe supermassive black holes form simultaneously as the galaxy they are in, meaning most galaxies, including our dear Milky Way galaxy, have a black hole at their core. The size of the supermassive black hole is related to the size and mass of the galaxy it is in. The black hole at the center of our galaxy is known as a Sagittarius. Hold on. Let me say that again. Let me say that again for you guys out there. The black hole at the center of our galaxy is known as the Sagittarius. A Sagittarius woman. But anyways, let me get off. I'm getting off track. Sagittarius woman. But can swallow up to 4 million of our sun with room to spare. We could have ended up in its belly, but we are far away enough to be safe. The strong gravity that black holes exert on objects near them is due to an enormous amount of matter having been pressed into a tiny space. This compression can take place at the end of a star's life. Yes, exploding stars are actually dying stars. And no, the sun will never become a black hole simply because it is not big enough. It will only become a red giant star, after which it will transform into a glowing ring of gas called a planetary nebula. Finally, all that will be left of the sun is a cooling white dwarf star. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting about a white hole? But it's like the the whole entire thing of a white hole versus like a black hole. Isn't that just crazy? How I don't even want to make it about. I don't even want to make it about that. But if I go and like I look at a black hole versus a white hole, let me look it up real quick. And we're talking about space here, right? All right. So the difference between a black hole and a white hole, right? So what are the differences between a black hole and a white hole? What is a black hole? When a massive star falls in on itself or collapses, the result is a supernova and a black hole. Black holes are large amounts of matter squeezed into a tiny space, creating extreme gravity. This gravity is so strong that light cannot get out, making black holes invisible to the human eye. All right. So now, since we know what a black hole is, what is a white hole? What is a white hole? White holes are the other side of the coin to black holes, or the time reversal as physicists describe them. Think of a white hole like a video of a black hole playing backwards. White holes were conventions of general relativity due to the same equations for collapsed stars resulting in black holes. There are a lot of similarities with black holes in that white holes have mass, might spin, and have a ring of dust and gases around the event horizon, acting as a boundary between the object and the rest of the universe. However, whereas black holes pull things with no chance of escape, white holes repel objects, but any object already inside is free to leave. Can you believe this? I don't want to make this about black versus white, but bro, even in space, black versus white, the white hole is looks to be more welcoming than a black hole. A black hole that gets rid of things. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is crazy when you really look at it. And this is just we just talking about space here. When you really look at it, black versus white goes way further than just American history. Black versus white goes way further than black versus white race issues. It goes further than that. It goes into space, man. It's crazy. It's crazy if you really look at it, honestly.
What are we observing?
What you see here is aircraft that is operating in a U.S. Navy training range that has observed spherical object. Here's what you'll see coming up right here is there it went. Now back up just a, no, yeah, back up. Spherical object right here. It zooms by the window right in this area right there.
Oh, snap. It's just really fast. Oh, there it is right there.
And as they fly by it, they take a video. You see it looks reflective in this video, somewhat reflective, and it quickly passes by the cockpit of the aircraft.
And is this one of the phenomena that we can't explain?
I do not have an explanation for what this specific object is.
What are we
Doesn't have an explanation for it.